If your mind feels busy, watercolor can do something beautiful. It can paint for you. Today we're going to do a wet on wet Northern Lights background, and it's a lot of fun. It's out of control, really. So the way I begin is I use a spray bottle, and this is an atomizer, and I spray the surface. If you don't have an atomizer, you can use a spray bottle, or you can just wet your paper with your paintbrush. And then I have some watercolor paint cakes and 2 waters. One is for wash, one is for rinse. And I'm going to load up using Payne's Gray and some Prussian blue to mimic the sky, the dark of the sky, and it's already starting to bleed. I might do a wider swatch of that. And in the Northern Lights, I often see magentas and reds. So I'm going to put in some magenta and red. Take your brush and go straight across. Let it go all the way to the other side. Drive it right off the page. And it's already sucking itself into the other color. It ebbs and it flows. It's fascinating. It's beautiful to see. It's hard to want to cover up those other, the places that it's bled. It's hard to cover that up. I might load it a little bit more to make it a little bit richer. If you want more color, just add more paint. This moves pretty fast. This is something that you're going to want to go along quickly with. You can use any color schemes that you want to. Down below, I'll link a worksheet that I made for you. It's about color schemes for watercolor. If you're interested, you can download that. I also have a stress-free, there's 5 different lessons if you'd like to download that. I'll link that below. Now it goes pretty out of control, and I realize the older that I get, the less control that I have in my life. I find that I am not in control of my life. I do the best I can and then let God do the rest. So it's the same with the watercolor paint. Do the best that you can and let God do the rest. This paint will suck and pull itself around, and you'll be amazed at what you see when you're done. You're going to have a whole variety of outcomes. So painting for me is where I get alone and get away. I spend time painting. It helps me. It gives me time to be alone with God. It's what I do when I'm with my animals and when I'm painting. I'm going to touch some of these corners that I'm missing. I'm going to cover up some of those spots. I'm going to take this and I'm going to tip it up, because Northern Lights, you see them move. They kind of shift down and swirl, and I'm just going to tip it up and let it do its thing. You can see right in here the areas that it's mixing for itself, and it reminds me of tie-dye. It reminds me of marbleizing. Just the effects are so incredible. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my brush and get these edges off of here a little bit more. I'll dry it off a little. Just let it kind of suck itself down to the bottom. And You can leave it just like this. You can cut out shapes out of it. There's a lot of things you can do with this kind of paper. What I'm going to do is, normally I let this dry, but for the sake of the video, I'm going to paint on it wet. This is one that I painted. It was dry, and I added mountains and a horse and a barn, and that's right up my alley. And then I have this one where this is more of a cityscape, and you can see where I splattered with water. I'm going to show you that in a minute. And this, the beauty of this is that you can see what it looks like after it's dried. It flowers out. I also did some splattering of paint, and that blurred into it. So to splatter, what I'm going to do is take a paintbrush, and I'm going to get it a little wet. I'm going to pick a color that I want. I don't know. I think I'm going to go with some green. And I'm going to put my hand and take it like a wall, and I'm going to bounce my brush on top of my hand like this until it flicks. Okay. Now I'm going to rinse it. Rinse it again. I'm going to put some water, leave the water on the brush, and I'm going to bounce the water on here. And you're going to see that this one will be doing the same thing as the one that you just saw. You can see it flowering out. That's going to keep moving for a while. But I'm just going to show you what I will do with it when it dries, and I'm not going to let it dry. I'm going to move around a little bit of this paint so it goes toward the edges. Still not too late for me to push it around. I'm telling you not to control it, but here I'm controlling it. I'm going to load with some black and some Payne's gray. I'm going to put some, I see a mountainy effect right here, right now. I may just use that. I don't know. A lot of times when you're doing artwork, especially if it's something like this, it will lend itself, it'll lend itself to something. You'll see something in it, and you can act on it. And I do see a mountain in there. I may just put that in there. It seems like a mountain wants to come out of it, so I'm going to put a mountain in there. And if it doesn't reveal something to you, you can just paint what you want. That's all. Just get your own ideas. Like these. These didn't reveal anything to me. I just painted on what I thought would be interesting. So I put in a mountain here and maybe one up here, and then have it slope down. I'm going to go right up into the edge. And I might just leave it with mountains on it, not putting animals or anything, which is not like me. I always am popping an animal in to what I'm doing, or a person or something like that. So, but you can see the mountains on here. And I mean, that's beautiful all on its own. You could add trees. I could put in some trees in here. These are going to move. They're not going to remain these shapes. I could just simply put in just some lines like this. They will probably splay out and appear to be like evergreen trees right here too. I can add some more trees down here, down toward the base of the mountain. Okay. You could put in a little cabin down in here, and this will bleed. You may want to wait for yours to be drier if you're going to be putting in a structure or something that you want to be precise. I think I'm going to change the angle on that a little bit. It's bleeding like crazy, but you're getting the idea. And that's all I want to do, is give you a chance to enjoy painting, creating, and not worry. Just give you a little bit of peace in your day and a little bit of fun. Just move along quickly. You can pull off paint too. Look at, I just pulled that off. I could have made that into a door or a window. I just was excited to show you that you could pull it off. There, I'll lift off a door there. You can put the roof back on it. And make a fence out in the background. This is going to bleed. You're going to lose it, but you get the idea. Thank you for painting with me today. I hope this brings a little calm into your day. And if you would like more gentle art lessons like this, you're always welcome to subscribe. You can pick up my free downloads that I have below. And I just hope you keep creating.